this just in. Penn State is a fraud. Man, this is disappointing. Penn State, what are you doing? Oh, God, you're getting humiliated by Indiana. Indiana's so bad they lost to Tennessee last year. You got to get a lot better. What is this? Oh, Micah Parsons is out and you're running back. Whippity whip, coronavirus. Lots of teams have people out. And even in a normal year, you get injuries. And it's no excuse for losing to Indiana. Jesus, man. Getting humiliated by a Hoosier. What is a Hoosier? I don't know what the hell a Hoosier. Hoosier, have you played? Hoosier, have you played? I have no friggin' clue. My God, Penn State, embarrassing. Texas 13-3 over Baylor at halftime. Two dumpster juice teams there. Bama 28-10 over the Voltard. No surprise. Shit. Jaylen Waddle. Terrible news. That's one of the most exciting players in all of college football. If you guys know me, you've been watching me for a while, I talk a lot of trash. Man, I love college football. And I love watching great players. And Jaylen Waddle's a great player. And bad injury he had on the opening kickoff of this game. And Saban said there, heading into half, he's done for the year. If you're watching a game, you saw the ambulance come and pick him up from outside the stadium, so we knew it wasn't good. But just awful news for Jaylen Waddle. How much will that affect Alabama's season? Probably not much. They're so loaded at wide receiver. But, God, you just hate to see that, man, for anybody. But, man, that's somebody that's fun to watch. Notre Dame decided to play football this week. That's good. After not showing up at all last week against a terrible Louisville team. 12-7. I still don't understand that. But they're beating Pitt 28-3. Oklahoma State 14-7 over Iowa State. That might be the best game in the second half of all these ones that are on right now. There's another one too, but that's going to be a good game. Oklahoma State better be lucky. You know, they're the last undefeated team in the Big 12. Talk about lucky scheduling. This game's in Oklahoma State. You know what that means. If it was at Iowa State, they have no chance to win. You can't win at Iowa State. If you don't believe me, you can check that one guy's channel. Who babbles incoherently about how you can't win at Iowa State. Mizzou 7-3 against Kentucky. What a barn burner this is. Everybody lined up to watch this game, aren't they? Kentucky and Mizzou. First one in double digits wins. I honestly don't know. It's just a terrible game. Boston College. When I started to make this video, I wrote down all the halftime scores. It took me about 30 seconds or so to write down the 6 or 7 games I wanted to talk about. Wrote down the halftime scores. Took about 30 seconds. By the time I got done writing them, Boston College had already scored again. So 31-7. That one's actually in the third quarter. Georgia Tech might be the worst Power 5 team in America. Speaking about catching breaks, Oklahoma State gets Iowa State at home instead of having to play at Iowa State. An obvious break. Another break for the tech nerds. These bunch of degenerates. These Pokemon fuckwads at Georgia Tech. They don't have to play Georgia this year. Lucky for them. Lucky for them. Georgia probably beat them by 100 points this year. Georgia Tech is an absolute disaster. Just a disaster of a team. Anyway, how bad is Alabama going to run away with this thing in the second half over the Voltard? I don't know. Nick Saban's going to feel bad for Jeremy Pruitt, I'm sure. Our buddy Jerome. Tennessee fans mad on Twitter because Jarrett Guarantano started the game. Who did you think was going to start? I'm not saying Tennessee shouldn't make a change at quarterback, but it shouldn't happen Alabama week. People want Harrison Bailey. Listen, if you gave Harrison Bailey his first ever real playing time, his first ever start against Alabama, it would ruin him forever. Just like you did to Shrout and Mara or whoever the hell it was last year when you sitting them out to play against Georgia. Those two people will never recover. Reminds me of what was the quarterback's name for Hawaii? Was it Colt Brennan? What was his name? I can't remember his name. What the hell was his name? What was the quarterback's name for Hawaii back in, was it 07 or 08 when Georgia played Hawaii in the Sugar Bowl? You never heard from that guy again. Georgia just sucked the soul out of him in that game. I mean, it was criminal what Georgia did to him. Starting Harrison Bailey first time ever against Alabama would have been dumb even by Jerome Pruitt standards. But some of these idiot Tennessee fans on Twitter are mad that Jared Garandunu got to start. Well, Harrison Bailey. You guys are about some retards, ain't you? Yeah, you are. I'm not surprised. It's a group of people who every friggin' February thinks their team is back every year. Tennessee's not back and they're never coming back. How is it that Tennessee fans are literally the only people on planet Earth that don't know that? My God. You know, if the ability to breathe, if breathing wasn't automatically regulated by your central nervous system, the whatever the hell it's called, autonomous nervous system, these Tennessee fans would be dead. If it was up to them to breathe on their own, they wouldn't survive 5 minutes.